Cruise news time. Well, Carnival Cruise Line relaxing some protocols for the non-jab crowd. And sadly, Carnival has some challenging news about the Carnival ecstasy. Viking River making some inroads or in rivers in the United States. And finally, Virgin Voyages, they take on a new employee. She's kind of famous. You might know her. Cruise news. Let's talk about it.
We're so excited to welcome you to your perfect day at Coco Cay. Today is a day where you get to do exactly whatever you want on your own private island paradise.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Lido, Loca. I'm your host, Tony, here with the latest cruise news updates. And can you tell where I'm at today? Here's a little look at my office. Of course, I'm at Coco Cay. Yes, I said Coco Cay. This is the problem for people like me. I am an auditory learner. I'm a mimic. I hear things in my head and I repeat them. And so when it comes to Coco Cay versus Coco Key or Key versus Key in general, often the last thing that I hear is the thing that sticks in my head, and I really have to do some mental gymnastics to say Key instead of K, because when you're on these royal ships, they talk about Coco Cay all the time. So the debate rages on. We don't even have to have that debate, but I'm just telling you, if they got it, somebody needs to say Key audibly to me so that I'll say that the next time in the Key K conversation. But look, we got 4 big cruise news stories for you today. I'm at the Sunset Bar again here on the Wonder of the Seas. And let me say this, it's been a great week of cruising on Wonder of the Seas. Interesting topic yesterday. I posed the question, what do we do as cruisers when your cruise sucks, right? When you wake up and say, my cruise sucks, should I complain? And that was a great conversation, and a lot of people jumped into it. Apologies for people who didn't get that conversation and who spent their time not engaging in that conversation, but engaging in other things in the comments. So apologies to people that had to read through that were participating, and then apologies for people that didn't get that. I need to do a better job of communicating. And then I'll say it again, for the people that are new or for the people that are in the back, every time that you click one of my videos, you've been clickbaited. That's the whole point. If you see my face and clickbait. If you read a title and clickbait. If you click one of these videos or any video on YouTube, you have participated in clickbait. Now the question is whether you've been deceived or not, and certainly my intention is never to deceive. My intention is to intrigue and to get you into the video and then give you a good presentation. And look, I get it, for a few of you yesterday, I did not do that. So there you go. I'm sorry, but again, maybe let all that go. Don't get emotional about it and work through the comments, because there's a lot of really good information there about how people respond in different situations when their cruise isn't going very well. Certainly, I will be telling you about my cruise on the Wonder of the Seas. I need to go home and do a video about my love and hate on the Sky Princess and on the Celebrity Apex, and now the Wonder of the Seas. And I've got some interesting things I want to tell you about the ship, and I will certainly do that once I get back. Look, a lot of people commented yesterday, like I look like I felt sad, or that I've just not been sleeping. So this is we've been cruising for 23 out of the last 27 days, and it's not been all on the same ship. I need to talk more about that. That was probably not the smartest way to plan that out. And then for all those people that are concerned that I am cruising too much, you can do it too. All you have to do is take the money that you earn from your job and buy cruises. There's no magic formula here. Just like everything else in your life, if you want 18 chocolate bars when you normally only have 2 chocolate bars, then you just work more, or you just decide not to do other things with your money and you buy more chocolate bars. Same thing for cruising. They're more expensive than chocolate bars, certainly, but the concept's the same. Work more, save more, pay more. Go cruising as often as you want. And I do feel super blessed that I get to cruise as often as I do, but I also recognize the fact that I work my tail off to do it. So does that cover all of the hubbub? Maybe that covers all the hubbub. All right. Cruise news story number 1, Carnival has come out and said that no longer will unvaccinated guests be required to take a bubble excursion. Bubble excursions were special excursions set up for unvaccinated passengers on Carnival Cruise Line. And now, because of the changing environment when it comes to COVID, they are relaxing these protocols, and people that have bubble excursions can now take regular Carnival excursions. Unvaccinated guests, their bubble excursion will be converted into a regular excursion. If you don't like it, you can cancel and get your money back. But there's still some challenges, right? So for unvaccinated guests, they can get off at private ports that are controlled by Carnival, like Half Moon Cay. Key. See, it's the last thing that I hear. However, when you go to certain places, you won't be able to get off the cruise ship if you are unvaccinated. And the rules are really set up by the ports. I've been in Puerto Rico this week, and yesterday I was in the Bahamas. You had to wear a mask when you got off the cruise ship, and they encouraged you to carry your vaccination card around, because some of the businesses in the Bahamas, some of the businesses in San Juan would not allow you in without showing proof of vaccination. The only place I went in those 2 days, I went to Senor Frogs in San Juan, and they did not require it. So, but yeah, so better news for the non-jab crowd, right? No more bubble excursions, and I know that impacts people with kids, and so that's interesting. Are you impacted by that? Does this seem like good news for you? Is this a step in the direction that you want to see for your cruise experience? Leave a comment below. Cruise news story number 2, and keeping it with Carnival Cruise Line. I mentioned earlier in the week, I think, that cruising has resumed from Mobile, Alabama. That was the very first cruise port I ever went out of on the very first cruise I ever took on the Carnival Fantasy. And now one of the Carnival Fantasy's sister ship, the Carnival Ecstasy, is doing cruises out of Mobile. And well, she's had some mechanical problems on her very first cruise back after 2 years. Now, fortunately, it seems like the issue wasn't an at-sea issue, but it was an issue getting lifeboats reattached to the cruise ship after a safety drill that was happening in Cozumel, Mexico. There was a delay getting these lifeboats reattached, which caused a delay of the cruise ship to return to Mobile. And so instead of returning early in the morning, it returned about 12:30 in the afternoon, delaying the next cruise. But look, it's that cruise life. These are big machines. Things break, especially things that haven't been used that frequently in a couple years. And but yeah, it's just it's sometimes when it rains it pours, right? Like you're really trying hard to get the thing restarted, and then challenges. But again, we say it all the time: pack your patience, pack your grace, and be excited to go back cruising. But expect the unexpected. Sounds like Big Brother. Anybody watch Expect the Unexpected? But I'm hoping that everything goes smooth on the Ecstasy's next sailing. Hey, look, I'm going to interrupt the news with better news. Look, a lot of you guys love it when we all get together. And, of course, I'm here with Jay from the Ship Life.
What's going on, guys?
How you enjoying this cruise?
I'm loving it, man.
Yeah.
Amazing ship. I'm going to have to come back here because there's 1 week is not enough time to check out everything the ship has to offer.
Has it been wonderful?
It's been a wondrous cruise.
Are we going to be using that in all of it? Wonderful. Hey, look, I do want to just pop in real quick. If you don't know Jay, I don't know how you don't know Jay. He's going to be like one of the next cruise tubers to hit 100,000 subscribers. Only a few thousand away. So let's look. The way to keep cruising strong is to keep to help us. I know it's like a selfless appeal or selfish appeal. We need you guys to watch, and we need you guys to watch a lot of us, and nobody does it better than Jay. Man, the vlogs coming off of this cruise is great. I played laser tag because I saw you play laser tag. Yeah, it was pretty fun. So go check out Jay's vlog, The Ship Life. I'll leave a link in the description. Get him to 100,000, and I got more news coming back. News is coming. You ready?
I appreciate it, guys.
All right.
The news doesn't stop.
Never stops. Cruise news story number 3, and let me tease cruise news story number 4. Virgin Voyages has just hired what I think they've made a great hire. They're again, Virgin Voyages pushing the boundaries. Now they're transforming a traditional cruise role and giving it to a celebrity. I'm going to get there, but let me tell you cruise news story number 3. Viking. You know, Viking made their name as one of the premier brands of river cruises in Europe, and then they moved over and started an ocean liner, and they are well regarded as one of the standards of excellence in both river cruising and in ocean cruising, always receiving high marks from their guests. Well, they've embarked on bringing river cruising to the United States, and their very first Viking river boat in the United States has floated out. We've talked about it before, all these different milestones in the shipbuilding process. Well, she's floated out in Louisiana. The ship is being built in the United States to travel U.S. waters. Now, Viking is a Swiss company, and the new ship that they built for the river here in the United States called the Viking Mississippi, the largest and most modern ship in the region. It's going to make its first voyage in June between New Orleans and St. Paul, Minnesota. a trip that would take about 1,200 miles by car, but it's going to be about 1,700 miles by river. That's the thing about these river cruises. A lot of it's more about the cities that you visit opposed to the experience on board. Now, certainly the experience on board will be elevated, good food, great service, that kind of thing, but it's really almost like a Mark Twain tale in the modern era, getting on a cruise ship down at the mouth of the Mississippi, working your way up the Mississippi and going on all kinds of adventures. These river cruises are expensive. Like, I don't know the price on Viking. I'm intrigued to do something like this, but yeah, I've got to figure that out. We got to work that into the program somehow. But I can't wait to see Viking come to the U.S. and to hear what people think about it. So, would you ever consider a river cruise? I know a lot of people are intrigued about river cruises in Europe. Would you pay a lot of coin to float the Mississippi? That's an interesting proposition. Would you pay $5,000 per person to go up the Mississippi? Would you pay $10,000? I don't know. With only 368 people on board, you got to suspect that going on a brand new Viking riverboat is going to cost some money. But what do you think? Would you take this cruise? Cruise news story number 4, maybe the story I'm most excited about today. It has to do with Virgin Voyages' newest hire. I'm going to tell you all about it, but first let me quickly invite you to subscribe if you like staying up to date with everything that's going on in cruising. Please consider subscribing with the notification bell on. That way you don't miss out on any of these episodes. And look, are you part of the 18 million? Because that's the number we're marching to. We're a cruising army. That's crazy, right? We should be a cruising navy. We're a cruising navy marching to 18 million. Don't you like that early morning deep voice? All right, look. Hit the subscribe button, the notification bell on. That way you don't miss out on any of this cruise news, any of these cruising episodes. Thank you in advance. All right, who is Virgin Voyages' newest employees? Well, of course, it's J-Lo. Jennifer Lopez has been tapped by Sir Richard Branson to come on board and really be a guiding force when it comes to the entertainment, the vibe, the feels of Virgin Voyages. Sir Richard Branson, speaking about J-Lo and the J-Lo hire, said, "We knew immediately that we wanted Jennifer to be a partner and to help Virgin Voyages shape the future of travel on the high seas. She is one of the most talented and hardest working people out there. I admire her as an artist and an entrepreneur and as a person." And then J-Lo said this, "My artistic and social mission is to empower, inspire, and entertain. Any opportunity that I get to combine all of these attributes into a partnership and collaboration is exciting for me." Why is this exciting for cruising? Well, look, the average age of the cruiser, and life is not about age, certainly, but a lot of things you can look at age and you can understand things, right? I think that's fair. Age doesn't define any of us unless we let it, but, you know, you can run data, and certain ages have certain kind of proclivities and certain things. But J-Lo's 52. The average cruiser back in 2019, I believe, was like 48 or 49. And J-Lo is at 52 a very vibrant, a very fit person, a very, you know, of course, artistic person, a very talented person, and very business savvy. And so I like this. I know not everybody is a J-Lo fan, but I like the fact that they're taking somebody that has been so prolific, at least in her career, and bringing that vibe to Virgin Voyages. Really, you know, Virgin Voyages right there, you know, in the Miami scene. Only time will tell. Again, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it makes me even more excited about Virgin. Virgin Voyages, one of those cruise lines that Jenny and I would like to try just to see how they're doing it different, and very exciting that they've tapped J-Lo to be a part of that process. And look, just a little bit behind the scenes, Jenny and I always have interesting conversations about J-Lo and Ben Affleck, of all things, because, look, not that, obviously, we're not J-Lo and Ben Affleck, but Jenny is Hispanic, and I'm a little bit, you know, unstable, not Hispanic, and that's the kind of relationship that J-Lo and Ben Affleck have. So we really like them as a couple, and so that makes us really excited about this. So I know that, again, that's a little goofy. Do you have any goof? Maybe I'm sharing too much about how Jenny and I goof around with each other, but yeah. So I don't know. I would love to hear what celebrity, if any, like, I know it's popular to shun celebrity. Oh, we don't care. I get that. So if you're one of those, I don't care about celebrity people, this question isn't for you. But if you are one of those, I care about celebrity people, what celebrity embodies your vibe? Like, who would you like to see shape shape the direction of your favorite cruise line? Now or past, would you like Sinatra to shape your cruise line, or is there any, I don't know. It's that cruise life, y'all. I'm having a great day, a perfect day at Coco Cay, and I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go over to the island. It's the last day of our cruise. Man, I tell you what, again, I've got to talk about all this cruising, and we did it wrong, and I'll share that in a future episode. I'm tired, but I'm excited and glad that you guys are doing well. Maybe that's why I'm rambling. Everybody's like, oh, you're talking. Not everybody. A few people. You're talking too much. All right. How do we even close this out? Thank you so much for checking out the show today. I hope you liked it, enjoyed it. If you did, you can show that you liked it by hitting the like button. How about that? And look, if you do not hit the like button, I will be forced to punish you. And your punishment is this: you will be docked at one of the most beautiful islands in all of the Caribbean, one of the coolest locations to hang out and have fun, and you won't be able to get off the cruise ship. Nobody wants that, unless you want to stay on the cruise ship, because there's a lot of hot tubs. I gotta go. It's Tony for Lido, Loca. Until the next time, see you on the Lido.